Okay, under 5 seconds now, let's start. That's it, time is up. Hello and welcome to Vaidya's Chess Hub. How are you? And I hope that you are fit and fine. This is a very important lecture, guys. The simple reason is that today we are going to discuss everything about the chess theory paper. Remember that this is the month of June, and I want to tell you that we cannot conduct the regular level clearance test because the situations are not normal. However, I have created a chess theory paper, no practical involved, only theory paper for you. It will carry 30 questions, 1 mark each, and you will have to submit your answers on or before the 28th of this month. That is June. So today, as we broadcast this live, it's 14 June. So you have a couple of weeks. So 14, and the next Sunday is 21, and then after that is 28. So on or before 28 June is when you should go ahead and submit your answers. I hope that you will do that. And by the way, I also had asked you to be ready with the notepad. Those who are watching this with their parents, amazing. Thanks for joining us, because you will make proper notifications of all the videos I'm going to suggest. We are going to go through 30 questions. If we have time after those 30 seconds, after those 30 questions, then we will go ahead and do some tactics as well. But I'm not sure we will have that kind of time at our disposal. So we will get started straight away. You've told me that your notepad is ready. I will show you my notepad. Well, here it is. I'm also going to jot down the questions with you. But for now, we will go ahead and see what the theory paper looks like. I do remember that there must be a few guys who are with us for a number of years now, those who must have appeared for the theory paper many years ago, but some questions have changed, and I would want matured answers to those questions. That's why this test applies for all. Somebody was wondering whether this test is for everybody. Yes, this is for everybody, regardless of the level. This particular test is for everybody. That's why I did not want anybody to miss today's session. But if you know your friend who is missing out on this session, do make sure that you pass the questions. That's why the scroller had the particular notification about being present for this lecture. I am assuming that you are ready for it. I'll show you how the theory paper actually looks, and this is how it looks. It's the Vaidya's Chess Hub Chess Theory paper number 1. There are actually 2 or 3 such papers. Ideally, I would want students to go to 3 papers by the time they complete their level 10. And the duration, as you can see, is for 75 minutes. So when you do it at home, you should give yourself 75 minutes. You can take about 90 minutes at a stretch. The marks will be 30, and the passing mark, you all know, we want people to get 80% at least to pass. It's not like the school where I'll be very happy if you score just 35%. I would want 80%. However, you're free to watch the videos, prepare yourself, go through the questions, try to find the answers on Google as well, and create your own answers. There is no answer key. I am going to discuss the questions. I will discuss the points I will look for in an answer. I am going to recommend you a lot of videos from our channel to watch, which would have covered all of these questions. But I would appreciate if you give your own answer. And then after 28th of June, I will go ahead and assess your papers, and I will let you know who all have done well. The way you will do it is also going to be something interesting. You have now seen how the paper looks. Well, this is how the paper actually looks. But since we are not meeting at the hub, there is no way that you can actually be handed this document. So at the moment, take a blank page or even a full-scale paper will do. Listen to this very, very carefully. If the parents are watching, well, that's why I wanted parents to, be here. take a blank paper, A4 size will do, or any blank fullscape will do. If you don't have a blank paper, then okay, your drawing notebook would help. The drawing book will help. So take a blank paper or a fullscape paper if nothing else is available, and write down the questions and their answers as neatly as you can. There are going to be 30 questions, 30 questions. We are going to go through all the questions in today's lecture. So make note of each and every question. That's why I told you that even I have my notepad ready. I've already shown you that. Even I'm going to write those questions with you. So can we start with this? Let's start with the question number 1. And please also make note of the recommended video, because the answer will be there in that video that we have already uploaded on our channels. So let's get started with question number 1. The question number 1 that you will have here, let's see if the question number 1 is visible here in paper. Yes. How many squares are there on a chessboard? The question number 1. How many squares are there? How many squares are there on a chessboard? So this is going to be your question number 1. How many squares are there on a chessboard? Make sure that you are jotting it down. This is your question number 1. Let me show you my notepad. I've already made a note of this question. I told you I'm going to write it with you. So there you go. That's your first question. How many squares are there on a chessboard? Let us go to question number 2. The second question is, how does the king move during castling? How does the king move during castling? That's my question number 2. How does the king move during castling? Okay, so how does the king move during castling? Time to suggest a video. How does the king move during castling? The suggested video is for castling. So I want all of you to go ahead and actually watch this video. It's on your screen right now. The video is castling. Go to Vaidya's Chess Hub and watch this video on castling. Kindly make a note of this in the notepad. Not just the questions, but also the video. The video to watch is about castling. Go to Vaidya's Chess Hub, search the video on castling, and you will have it. I hope you have made a note of this, guys. We were on question number 2 and proceeding now to question number 3. The question number 3 you have is, which is the only piece that can jump over other pieces? Which is the only piece that can jump over other pieces? The only piece that can jump over other pieces. Let me pull my notepad. I've already told you that I am also going to make a note of all the questions with you. So these are my questions so far. And look how I have made a notification about what video to watch. So castling is the video for the second question. Which is the only piece that can jump over other pieces? For this one as well, I have a very nice recommendation. Let me take you to the video section, and in our channel Vaidya's Chess Hub, you can watch the video, the chess pieces. You can watch this video, okay? The video to watch is chess pieces. Find that. Go to our channel and type chess pieces. You should have this video, and there you would learn about all the chess pieces and how they move, what role they play. It's a video of 2 minutes 27 seconds, as you can see there. Okay, so you have got to, parents, if you're listening, you should make your kids watch these videos. All the videos are so important. They will cover up everything, and I repeat that I want your answers to be short but your own answers and maybe a little different. So everybody will come up with different wordings and answers. Make it interesting, and I promise that I will share your answers on the channel. The way to do it, let us talk more about how to do it one more time. I've already told you that you will do it on a blank page, if not a blank fullscape. Write your name at the top, write down chess theory paper at the top. It's a heading, and please staple your photo, very important. You can do that. Now there are two ways you can do this. Either you scan the copy and send it to me on email as a scanned document. I'm okay with that. Or you can take a neat photo, a very clear photo, a nice snap of your work where I will see all your answers one by one and send it to me on WhatsApp on my number. Don't put it on the group. Okay? I repeat, there are two ways you can do this, guys. There are two ways you can do this. Number one, you actually can scan the copy of whatever work you've done and send it to me on email, or you can just simply take a photo of your work, of your answers, but take a clear photo, a clean snapshot, and send it to me. With your photo, it should have your photo as well, a passport size photo, because I am going to show good answers on the channel. This has to be done on or before June 28th of June. That's 2 weeks from now. Okay, parents, I hope you're making note also of the important dates. Let's get back to our notepad. Even I would like to add here at the top that this is the last date for submission. The last date for submission is June 28. You all know that the fourth Sunday of June, you all know this, the fourth Sunday of June is always when we conduct the clearance test, but because the circumstances are so different this time, there is no scope for us to conduct the individual level clearance test. I want you to take this test just as seriously as your clearance tests, and so the last date of submission, on or before that, I should get your answers. Let us continue. We were dealing with the questions, and I have got 3 questions so far. Now moving on to question number 4. My question number 4 is name the ranks and files. Name the ranks and files. That is my question number 4. Name the ranks and files. Let me show you my notepad. I've already made a note of this. Name the ranks and files. Again, there is a video that I am going to recommend. So let me take you again to the video section. Here we go on Vaidya's Chess Hub. To answer this question nicely, I want you to watch this video. Ranks and files. Ranks and files. The duration is 3 minutes 25 seconds. You can see on your screen. Parents, if you are with your child right now, please make a note of all of this. The video to watch is ranks and files. I'm sure that you are making notes. Also making notes of the videos that I have recommended. Let me take you to my notepad, and I'm going to show you how I also have made a note of the video as ranks and files. All these videos are nicely and easily available on Vaidya's Chess Hub. Go to our channel, watch those videos, and you will have all the answers that you need. In addition to that, you are free to do your Wikipedia search or Google it. More the merrier. I'm okay with that. But make sure that your answers cover everything that is important, and I'm sure you will give me a good answer. So let's get started. And welcome, Alison. Thanks for joining. We are discussing the questions for a test. It's a chess theory paper, and the last date for submission is June 28th. So Alison, these are the questions that we are discussing. You're welcome. You're a regular viewer of our channel. It is AM. Obviously, Rudra, Alison is in UK. It's 5.5 hours behind us. And by the way, I am not sure whether it's daylight saving on or off. Alison could tell us better. If the daylight saving is on there right now, then it is 5.30. Otherwise, it might be 6.30. Okay. So welcome, Srinath. I hope that you joined us not now, but you have been here since the start, because otherwise you would miss out on a few questions. Let us move to question number 5. We've done question number 4. So we have done 4 questions thus far. Let us move to the next question. I am going to now slide down. This is question number 5. Who is the current world chess champion? Who is the current world chess champion? Now you know this is also covered up in the level 1 notes. In the level 1 notes you have this, who is the current world chess champion. You can use the notes for this. If there is something else you want to add, this is for the seniors. If you want to add something to it, go ahead and do that. This is question number 5, and in my notepad as well I have made a note of it. Who is the current world chess champion? Question number 5. Let us proceed now to the question number 6, and the question number 6 is, what is the move in which a pawn has a special power to capture? I repeat, what is the move in which a pawn has a special power to capture? You all know that there is a move where the pawn has a special privilege, gets a special right to capture. So how to understand that, how to do it, what is it called? As far as this question is concerned, there is a video that I am going to recommend. But before that, let's say, no, Alison has not provided details yet about the daylight saving. I'm waiting for that. I don't think the daylight saving is on right now. If the daylight saving, for my students here who are not aware of what this daylight saving is, what happens is when it's daylight saving on, they are they fall back another hour. So maybe it's 6.5 hours, or maybe 4.5 hours. So normally it's 5.5 hours, the gap between India and UK. So I was asking Alison about the daylight saving being on or off. I'm not sure. Let's proceed. In India, we don't have any such thing as daylight saving. It's in UK. Question number 6. I was telling you that yes, I'm going to recommend a video for better understanding of this question. What is the move in which a pawn has a special power to capture? The video that I am going to share is on the Vaidya's Chess Hub, the rule of en passant or en passant. It's a French term. Do not say en passant. It's en passant. It's a French entry. There are many words in English from the French origin, and so here it's en passant. Please make sure that this en is not just the one-off word. It is it's just one example. The other word that comes to my mind very quickly is entrepreneur. It starts with en, is it not? But it's entrepreneur. It's not entrepreneur. Also en route, ENROUT. It's en route, not en route. It should be en route. Similarly, this is en passant. It's a French term, and you've got to watch this video, and it is very important for you to write a good answer. I've covered everything in detail, and this video is for 3 minutes and 45 seconds on our channel. Make sure you watch this so that you can come up with the best answers. Seniors, I am saying it time and again that in addition to the data that you have or information that you have here on our channel, that is on the video, if there is anything that you want to add, you are welcome, as long as it is correct. I will be very impressed with the answer, and if it is worth it, I will show it here on the channel. Okay, and this was the question number 6, and I'm going to add the name of the video. You should also do that. The video that I'm recommending you should watch is the en passant. Okay, it's a French term, and I think before Allison we have the enthusiastic Indian students who have answered by telling me that the daylight saving is not on at the moment. So Allison, fine, they have done the job that you were supposed to do, but I have now the answer that the daylight saving is not on in UK. All right, question number 7. The question number 7, let me take you to the paper here. Yes, we have question number 7 to discuss. The question number 7 is, what is the notation used for castling? You know, the chess has a language of its own. So what is the notation used for castling? It is very important, guys. Chess, because it has, the beauty is it has a language of its own, and because of it you kind of have the ability to jot down everything properly, and so the games played years ago can be replayed today thanks to the notation that we have. And meanwhile, Allison is saying, Amaya, I think Soumitra has answered the question about, yes he has, and I have already thanked him for that. So very enthusiastic bunch of students, they've already clarified the doubt. Okay, so I am telling you that the question number 7 is about notation used for castling. When I say notation used for castling, remember that castling can be king side or queen side. The king side castling is also known as short castling. The queen side castling is also known as the long castling. You have to cover every detail here in the answer. Try to answer the best. I will really be impressed with the answers, especially the experienced students. The newcomers, you can watch the video and make up your own answer. Okay, try to take help from your parents, and for this as well I'm going to suggest a video. Let me take you to this particular slide for it. Yes, the Vaidya's Chess Hub, to answer this question about castling. You can, again I will say, watch this particular video on castling. It's for 8 minutes. Now the reason why this video is that long for 8 minutes is because I've covered all the possible scenarios. I have covered up everything in detail. When to castle, when castling is not allowed, and the way the king and the rook move, and how many squares does each piece move, everything, every possible scenario. So make sure you enjoy the video and you give me the best possible answer. Can we the very interesting question by Avdut. Avdut, let me come on cam for that. Man, you're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Avdut has asked me a very nice question in the chat. Can we just post the video as the answer? Fantastic. I want to know what you understood from the video. So you know I created the video, right? So it's fine. I know the answers already. You throwing the video back at me will be fantastic. The idea is not just to paste the link of the video back to me so that I can watch my own creation. The idea is to write it down. So when it's your school examination, do you just throw the textbook at the teacher? No, right? You read it and write your answer. Similarly here, watch the videos. They are only for your help. In fact, Avdut, you are one of those senior members, so you cannot just watch the video and put the link. You are supposed to write something more in addition to what the video shows, man. I'm counting on you for that. You cannot just cut, copy, paste the link. You cannot do that. Okay, so just make sure that you add something of your own in your answer. Don't just throw my video back at me. That makes no sense. Can we send a PDF? Well, yes, you can. You can send your answers as PDF. 100% you can do that. But please make sure somehow you have your photo over there. You have your snap, a passport size photo, so that I can show the answer very nicely on our channel. If your answer is impressive, I promise to do that. Anyway, I know he's joking. I know, I took it as a humor as well, of course. But then thanks you asked, because there could be some extraordinary student who might have really done that. So thank you so much. But now the next question. So far my notepad has these 7 questions. I am going to add that the video I have recommended for this one, the video I have recommended for this one is castling. We will have that video on our channel. Question number 8. So what's question number 8? Question number 8 is, can a player pass their turn in a game of chess? Now wouldn't that be really good sometimes? Sometimes really it can come in so handy if at all we had the ability in chess that we could just say pass and make our opponent play again. Sometimes, believe me, having the move is so painful. Now Alison would be interested in this because there is stalemate, and Samartha did that wonderful trick against Omkar sir in tournament on Friday. The reason Alison will be interested is it is Nigel Short, Grandmaster Nigel Short from Britain, from UK. He actually suggested that the stalemate actually should be the victory with the side having more pieces. So he doesn't believe the stalemate is a draw. He in fact proposed that the stalemate actually should be win for the side with more material. So it's interesting. But yeah, sure. So we are going to make notes properly, and the question is, can a player pass their turn in a game of chess? And here is my notepad. Can a player pass their turn in a game of chess? There is no reason why I should recommend any particular video here. There is no reason I feel for the video. Next question, question number 9. Name the 4 central squares. Name the 4 central squares. So very simple question indeed. All you have to do is write down the name of the 4 central squares. I believe that this should be very easy for you to do. Name the 4 central squares. Guys, in the chat you need to tell me that you are jotting down everything properly so far. Let me pull up the chat. So far people have enjoyed Avdut's humor, but kindly let me know in the chat if you are jotting down everything properly, because it's very important. I am saying this in every lecture. I'm doing this in detail, and that's why I am showing you my notepad as well. Even I am jotting down all the questions. So your duty is to tell me in the chat if you are jotting down the questions with me. Okay, you should have all the questions that we have discussed so far. Great. Samartha was black. So in case, what is Samartha black? What happened there? Did Samartha get away with a draw, or did Sir make that move that enabled the stalemate? I'm wondering. But in any case, according to Grandmaster Nigel Short, then the player with more material should be allowed a win. Anyway, great. People are saying that they are jotting it down. Let us proceed to the next question on your screens right now. The next question will be question number 10. And the question number 10 is, what is the situation, that situation where a player is not in check but has no legal moves to play? Sounds like something we discussed just now, doesn't it? Yeah, it does look like something that we have just discussed right now. What is that situation called where a player is not in check but has no legal moves to play? I hope you're jotting it down. I have made a note of that in my notepad as well. I'm going to wait for some seconds here because it's quite a sizable question. Make a note of it. What is that situation called where a player is not in check but has no legal moves to play? If the parents are also watching with their kids today, I have learned that Yatharth is doing so. My strong recommendation is, if the questions are big enough and the kid is not able to write properly, the parent should jot down The parents can write it on behalf of their kids, or this video will be always available on our channel. You can always revisit, watch this again, and then jot down. I'm going to recommend a video for this. I have a nice recommendation for this. The question is, what is that situation called where the player is not in check but has no legal move to make? And the video that I'm going to recommend is this. What is checkmate and stalemate? The video is 9 minutes and 25 seconds. Again, it is extensive because every possible scenario has been covered here. I repeat, the video is what is checkmate and stalemate. That is a video recommendation, and so you should add that in the notepad. What is checkmate and stalemate? You have this video available on our channel at the Vaidya's Chess Hub. I have made a note of it in my notepad. Here it is. Video is what is checkmate and stalemate on our channel Vaidya's Chess Hub. Kindly make a note of it properly. Name the 4 central squares. Well, Avnish, you are asking me that question. I'm deeply surprised. What are the 4 central squares? Can I also Puntambekar, bunch of lions is with us. Now we know it's pride of lions, but there is a reason why we say bunch of lions. So he is asking, can I also answer the question paper? Yes, you are a student who is actually my student for English. But yes, since you are also interested in chess, bunch of lions, pride of lions, you can answer these questions and send your entry on or before 28th of June. Wonderful. So everyone has to write the paper. Saumitra, now you know the reason why he was asking, right? There are some viewers who are also my students for English, and some of them are regular viewers of my motivational channel. Remember, they're all here for me, so that's why there is a reason they ask. Be kind to people. So those who are wishful of attempting, they can send your entries on or before June 20th. That is very important. That is the last day for submission. We were on to the question number 10, and there are 20 more questions to go. Let's be quick. Question number 11 then. Question number 11 is, can the king check the opponent's king? It is such a common blunder. You will notice when beginners are playing, they always, for some reason, they put the king next to each other and they say check. Surprisingly, the player accepts it and he captures the opponent's king as well and say that you have lost. So it's a very important question. Can the king check the opponent's king? I will say it that the seniors, very important. All the questions have already been jotted down on the notepad. Pooja ma'am, that is so unfair that you suddenly make a request for question number 8. It is there on my notepad. I'll pull up the notepad. It is right here on the notepad. Can a player pass their turn in a game of chess? All the questions are there in a notepad, so just relax. I was making my point, guys, that the seniors over here should present their own view in a very nice way. What do you feel about it? Can the king check the opponent's king? I know the answer obviously is no. But then, very important, you specify that the king cannot stand next to each other. It's illegal because then the king can never be taken. Write the answer in your own way very nicely. Okay. So what does bunch of lions really mean? There is a big history there. I won't go into the detail, but the thing is, I'll cut it short and tell you in a sentence. I had asked a question. We were discussing collective nouns, and I asked the students a question. What is a collective noun for lions? And the answer is pride. And Alison is watching us. It's not from UK. So yeah, the word is pride of lions. But then Vedant answered bunch of lions, as if it were bunch of flowers. So it was wrong. And then it became so popular that the nickname, he earned a sobriquet for himself as a bunch of lions. That's in short, in a nutshell. So just remember, that's why we call him as bunch of lions, although we are well aware, very well aware, that it is pride of lions, a pride of lion. But yeah, because of that humor, he is referred as the the bunch of lions. That's in short. Next question, please. This is question number 12 now, is it not? We are done with 11 questions. We are now supposed to go to question number 12. I'll bring the paper in front of you. Here we go. The question number 12 is, at the start of a game of chess, where do the kings and the queens stand? Now, if you're wondering, sir, why have you used the plural? Why is there's only one king and a queen? Well, I'm talking about the white queen and the black queen together. That's why I said the kings. So you would mention at the start of a game of chess, where do the kings and the queens stand? I'll have made a note of that in my notepad, as you can see here. Please make a proper note of all the questions. Anybody who wants any previous questions, I have on the screen all the questions from question number 6 that you can see on this particular screen in front of you. Question number 12 was, at the start of a game of chess, where do the kings and the queens stand? Very important. And very good, Samitra, that's very nice. Good etiquettes. Then you be polite, more polite the next time. Because, and I excuse you because you were not aware that he's actually an English student. Okay, I was saying that the point I was making, that this particular question, question number 12, has a video recommendation that I have. At the start of a game of chess, where do the kings and the queens stand? So let me take you to that particular scene. This was the checkmate and the stalemate. So this one is not the recommendation. This one is setting up the chessboard. How is the chessboard correctly set up? Setting up the chessboard correctly. Guys, it's very important that you know how to set up the board correctly. The duration of the video is 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Covers everything in detail. So make sure that you watch this. And the question that you had to answer was, at the start, where do the kings and the queens stand? So I am also going to make a note of this, that the video, the recommended video is setting up the chess board. That is the video recommendation. I'll bring up my notepad once again to show you that I am also doing as much hard work as you are doing at the moment, or the efforts that you are putting in. The video recommended is setting up the chessboard. Watch this video, you will understand everything in detail, how to set up the board. And in fact, the level 1 guys will remember that in our notes, level 1 notes, you have this covered in detail about setting up the board, 2 important rules to remember. But over here we are just talking about where the kings and the queens stand. Yes, the videos are old. Yes, I uploaded some of them 4 years ago, some of them 3 years ago. That shows that once a good work is done, it stays, and it has come to good use right now. Okay, back to our questions. We were done with 12 questions. We should now go to question number 13. I will pull up the screen. On to the question paper now. Question number 13 is, where should the chess clock be placed? I repeat, where should the chess clock be placed? Such an important question, guys. Where should the chess clock be placed? Now, Alison, I'm sure that you don't play online, but you must have played chess over the board with your friends. Are there chess corners in UK as well? Very popular, where people, sit alongside, and there is a chess clock, kind of a chess hub. And the question then I have is, where is the chess clock positioned? The seniors, I believe level 4 it was, or level 5. Correct me guys. The seniors over here, was it level 4 or was it level 5 where you had this particular answer covered? Let me know. Where should the chess clock be placed? So Alison, do you have any experience playing over the board with a chess clock? Let me know. I hope everybody is done making notes. This was question number 13. Let us go to question number 14. Question number 14 in front of you right now. Question number 14 is the player supposed to move the piece that he or she has touched? Very nice question. Is the player supposed to move the piece he or she has touched? Is there any such obligation? Is there any such compulsion? So let me know. Is there any such obligation? The rules of chess will help you. The beginners, the people who have just joined the hub, do you think that it is a rule that if a player touches a piece, then he or she has to move that particular piece? Is that a rule? Let me know. I hope you are making notes of all the questions. Here is my notepad. Like me, you should also be on the question number 14. Parents, let me know if you are helping your kids in writing down the question. If you fall behind, from time to time, I take you to the screen where I show you my notepad, so you can just quickly fill and cover the backlog. If not, I have already said this video will be there on the channel. You can go revisit it, watch it again and cover it. Great. You have to write everything down properly, and time to time I need to tell this to the seniors from time to time. I don't care where you get the answers from. What I care for is how the answers of the beginners and how the answers of the seniors differ. The quality matters. So the way the beginners will answer this and the way the seniors will answer this, well, that will show your understanding. That will show how much in depth you went for searching, exploring the answer. Don't make it very long. All the questions just carry 1 mark. 30 questions, 30 marks. Don't make a humongous answer. Keep it decent, okay, and of a decent size. But the way you will answer seniors should be of a superior quality than what the beginners will do, okay? The video recommendations are for the beginners and even for you just to watch what I've shared. You can add much more to the content. Question number 15 right now. So question number 15, let me take you to the note, not to the notepad but the question paper. Question number 15. How is the result written at the end of a game? I repeat, how is the result written at the end of a game? So you all know when the game ends, there is a particular way in which we write the result. There are different signs that we have. So, well, Alison has commented that yes, I have played club chess and tournaments, and chess clocks is always used, so it is an important part of the game. Thank you so much for sharing. So yes, our viewer, regular viewer, Alison is very experienced. She has some experience with the chess clocks as well. Coming to my point, I was discussing about this writing the result at the end. So there could be 3 possible outcomes. Number 1, white wins. Number 2, black wins. And number 3, it's a draw or a stalemate. So you remember the 3 situations, you should remember, and then accordingly write your answers about how they are written. The seniors, you are going to love what I'm about to say. The seniors, you have additional content to cover for this question. Vihang, Saumitra, Jai, all the seniors, Ankit, even our dear bunch of lions. What you should cover is You know the DGT boards, right? If you've seen some videos where grandmasters play and the game is over, you know there is a particular way in which the kings are put on the board after the game is over. The seniors, listen to me very carefully. There is a particular way in which